I want to do a flip through of my Project Life album. It's kind of a crazy mess of different times and places, and I think this was 3 years ago. I should really put dates. Yeah, it would have been 3 years ago because Jake and I just started dating. So it starts out with a trip to California where I visited my best friend and some Snapchats. This was before they had the face filters. So my sister would draw, we would all draw on ourselves. This one this was a face filter. I think I put this in later. It's a later picture. They had that sick face filter, and this one had like a booger down here, but I crossed it all out and put not feeling good and sent that to my mom, and she freaked out. So I need to write about that here. Face swapping with my dad. Trogs tour. They used to have the thin, skinny fries and on the poutine made with oxtail and had, oh, that was so good. Jake says he doesn't even remember taking this photo. This was before my good camera, actually. Well, my good camera phone. Appalachian Brewing. This is when I was just actually starting to get into Project Life. You'll kind of see how I get a little better at it. Some Snapchats and Facebook messengers. I was gonna do like monthly stuff, but you'll see I never do this again. I think I took that from like a free printable. A fun fact about poop. I took those. Those are selfies. I really like those photos. Never figured out what I wanted to put on that side. Oh well. This is a tractor pull. I just had a big 4x6 photo and I just cut it in half, so I have two 3x4s. Another fun fact about farts. Farting 10 to 18 times a day is healthy. Jake and I are very healthy people. We tried some glass blowing. I still have those. They're still, the little bud vases are still displayed prominently in my house. Some selfies and a birthday cake selfie. This is Jake's birthday. We went to Waffle House. Oh look, I did do an April. Some chocolate, some drinks. Ooh, that camera quality is not good, but that's okay. I'm a bun. Some more Snapchats. Was gonna do something here, but never did. Firkin Fest. I took from the program, there was a map. So I took that and cut it out. A Firkin is a beer that it's like a special keg that's smaller and they can flavor it. So it was a whole fest of awesome different one-off flavors. This is an unfinished page. So my whole thing is I'll come back to it when I find the right thing. Like there's no need to finish something that isn't ready to be finished yet. I always love to go back and look at it, and someday I'll figure out what I want to put there. I'm not too worried about it. Jake and I went to Puerto Rico. I really love these pages because the pictures I took turned out so good. El Moro. Iguana. Gosh, I love San Juan. It's El Yunque. The only rainforest, the only tropical forest in the national park system. So, tropical forest. A map where we drove up and then hiked. Got to the top. That was awesome. We went on a sailboat and did some snorkeling off the coast. This day, I had a terrible, terrible day. I enjoyed snorkeling, but I don't like boats. The Puerto Rican food. I loved Casalta. So we stayed at a guest house, and it was right across the street from Casalta. And it was, oh my gosh, it was so good. Cuban sandwich. Went to a microbrewery. This was the beach in the neighborhood that we stayed at. Didn't really go there that much because I don't like the beach. I really prefer cities and forests. Just some fun little photos. People from work, my cousins, Shelly's graduation. And a lot of these I was actually just using up old papers that I had that I wanted to get rid of, but they actually look pretty nice. Went on a hike with my parents for Mother's Day. I love this paper. We walk in the woods. This is, I saw my favorite band, Bronze Radio Return. I loved how that came out. Double denim and the ticket. And this, you can't remove it actually. I stuck it on there, but it sticks out over the next page. Just a snow day. I wonder why I didn't flip these, but looks nice. That looks really cool. Do what makes you happy. Beer makes me happy. I actually love these letters. They look like they're from the Waffle House. So next time Jake and I go to the Waffle House, I'm gonna take pictures and use them again for the Waffle House. Tom and Jules got married. So I loved how this turned out, just a little embellishment cluster that I cut these out of a 6x6 paper pad. So I thought that turned out super cute. Matched my dress and my lips. This was a brew day. I freaking love these stickers. They're so pretty. And really worked for this photo. He's drilling the grain and stuff, I think, to, I don't know, make it smaller. And this actually, yeah, I really liked how this page came out. Those are what hops pellets looks like. It goes into your beer, gives it all that good flavor. Well, if you like IPAs. This was Keith's birthday trip to New Orleans. And I had this big adventure sticker, and I just cut it in half to stick it off over both pages. And I love the feature in Snapchat that tells you your speed, because plane speeds are nice and high. I like to do this every time I'm on a plane. It's probably boring now, but that's okay. New Orleans. And I did this whole thing out of order because that's just the way it worked with my photos. So this was, you know, flying in, but then this was beginning of one night, and this was the end of that night. So, you know, you just have to make it work for your photos. Air Guitar Master with some little stars. That says cheers. Oh boy. What happened? I think it's stuck. I don't know. Didn't quite come out as good as I wanted it, but I'm just a beginner at stamping on photos. I'm okay with it. Really cool bar that we went to during the day. I was actually super sick and went home right after that. I mean, this night, I was hungover. That's a big thing of Red Bull vodka. That was a lot of fun. I love this card. It just reminds me of the 90s, but updated. Same with that one. More fun. Shelly. 2 straws, 2 straws. That's just her MO. And then this was actually for my birthday. So this was in June. There's no pictures until October. That's crazy, but turned 28. I saw Bronze Radio Return again. Went to a place that has cider. That was a lot of fun. And then this is my pictures from the election. I voted, but some things aren't meant to be. And I also left my position as assistant and became a manager at another store. So a bunch of beginnings and endings. This was Christmas at Beermongers. And my best friend came. She's the best friend that I visited up here but have no pictures of her. Here she is. And this is the last pages, Christmas. And then Christmas with Tom and Jules. I really love how this turned out with the little Santas. That is our Project Life.